Hey guys and girls, on today's episode we're going to be taking a look at the Chiyoda watch winder that winds 4 automatic watches. And you're probably wondering, will watch winders actually harm your watch? Well, all that and more is going to be answered in this episode. Now time's a ticking, so let's get stuck in. Hey guys, happy Monday. Matt Johnson here, your host of Beer and Watchers, my YouTube channel where I bring you the very best in watch news, watch reviews, and craft beer brews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now, first of all, if you were here for Friday's episode, you'll notice I'm wearing exactly the same outfit. Oh, spoiler alert, that's because I'm filming them back to back. Sorry guys, sometimes I have to film 2 episodes in a day, which means that this episode wasn't actually filmed on Monday, it was filmed on Friday. Well, not Friday, Thursday, in order to get it ready for Monday. Anyway, I hope that makes sense. Now today we're going to be looking at the Chiyoda watch winder that winds 4 automatic watches. Now this is not my first watch winder review here on my channel. I also reviewed the Chiyoda double watch winder here on my channel a couple of months ago. And if you haven't seen that episode, you can click on this button right here and it will take you straight to that episode. But also don't go there yet. How about you watch this review and I'll leave that link in the description below this video so you can check it out afterwards. Now Chiyoda watch winders offer exceptional value for money. I got this off Amazon. I'm going to get into the pricing, the specs, and everything about this watch winder in just a moment. But before we do, I'm going to have this. This is the Big Bear beer lager from the Big Bear Brewery in Kelowna, BC. Now, I did a review of this beer a few months ago here on my channel. Look for the thumbnail that says beer has bite. You can check out that review of this beer. I love this a lot. It's really good. It's really refreshing. And it's actually become my go-to beer. Guys, if you want to check this out, you can go to their website right here. I'll also put that link in the description below this video. Now, finally, before we get into the Chiyoda watch winder, I'm also wearing today my Brigada quartz watch. Nice, simple, clean, elegant watch face on this blue, white, and red NATO strap. Comes in really cheap. I think it's like 30 bucks. I can't remember, but I've also reviewed this here on my channel. I'll put the link in the description below this video if you want to go check out that review. And you know what, guys? This is an amazing, beautiful quartz watch for like 30 bucks on Amazon. And if you want one of these watches, I'm also going to put an affiliate link in the description below this video as well. It actually doesn't cost you any more money, but it gives a little bit back to me, which helps me grow my channel. Now, all that being said, let's get into the review of the Chiyoda watch winder. Okay, here it is, the Chiyoda 4 watch winder. Now, first of all, it's got a little storage drawer here at the bottom, which has 3 compartments. Each one of those compartments actually measures about 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. You can put watch straps in there, rings, things like that. And let's take a look around the watch winder. It's got a nice piano varnish on it here. Each one is 100% handmade. We've got gold hinge on the back, and we've also got a little gold ring around the port for the DC connection. But it's got a felt line bottom, which is going to protect the surface that you're standing it on. Now, as I mentioned, these are $129.99 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description below where you can purchase them. First of all, when this arrived, there is supposed to be, and you might see this little mark along the glass here, this was actually where a little handle was supposed to be, a little clear acrylic handle. Now, it was in the box when this arrived, but it had broken off. Now, I didn't replace it, and I also didn't contact Chiyoda either. I just decided to go with it. But yours will have a little half moon handle on the front that you can use to open the lid. However, it's pretty easy to open the lid. I just push back on this and the lid pops open, as you can see. If we open this up, inside you can see that it's got this beautiful cream felt lining. I hope you can see that that's coming up on camera. We have 4 cushions there, very soft cushions. Each one of these cushions is an 80mm diameter, and you'll find that these will take most major watches. I haven't found any watches that don't fit on these pillows. The movement that powers each one of these bays for the watch winder, the movements are the Japanese Mabuchi Motor. We've got the panel turned on now. As you can see, it's got an LED panel on here. It's a touch sensitive panel. The first one here, if you press, denotes which watch bay we're in. The second button here sets the TPD, or turns per day. What a watch winder does is it simulates that movement, so that if you're not actually wearing the watch and the watch is just at home, rather than it being sat on your bedside table and it running down and stopping, this simulates the movement of your wrist, the turns per day, which essentially simulates you wearing the watch even when you're not. Now, this is particularly helpful to people who are watch collectors that have multiple watches. If I go traveling, I don't want to come home and have to reset all my watches, reset the date. So on the first bay here right now, it's got 990 turns per day. If I press it again, 1300, 2000, and back 650. Most automatic watches require anywhere from 650 to 950 turns per day. You can also select the direction, so you can either go with a clockwise turn, an anti-clockwise turn, or a bi-direction, where it will turn one way for so long and then turn the other way for so long. These watch winders do not work for Seiko Kinetic watches, just in case you have one. Now, watch winders will usually wind a watch for anywhere from 30 seconds to a minute, and then they'll stop for a period of time. Bay 1 here is going to turn, we'll set it for 650 turns per day. We'll set it to a clockwise direction, and then this is the play pause button. So right now it's on pause, but if I click it, the watch starts to turn. As you can see, we can go to 2. I've got this at 990 bi-directional. We click go and it starts to turn. We go to 3 and we set that one on, and we go to 4 and we set that one going, and there are all 4 watches now turning. Again, they'll turn for about 30 seconds to a minute, and then they'll stop, and then they will start again themselves, and they'll do this continuously throughout a day to again mimic me wearing them on my wrist. Now, a lot of people argue that watch winders are bad for watches because they overwind the mechanism. Now, the overwinding the mechanism part, that's not necessarily true. Most modern watches these days, if fully wound, have a built-in mechanism that will click off so that they can't be wound anymore. Now, I personally have had no problems with my watch winders. This is my personal preference. Again, when I travel, and I travel a lot, so that I don't have to come home and reset my watches, the dates, the times, I can just take them off here. I can just pause essentially whichever watch I want. I can take it off. I can then put that on, and it's going. As you can see, that's still ticking there, the movement inside. When I'm done, I can put the watch back on there. I can start that again, and now it will wind while I'm traveling. There is no doubt that a winder will shorten the service intervals between services, because the wheels and lubricants in the watches are being worked more than if the watch were just being worn on the wrist. Most watchmakers will tell you that it's good to let your watch wind down so that it's not kept highly stressed. So in other words, that it can be good to just leave your watch on your bedside table, let it wind down, and let it sit dormant until you go and wind it again. So a watch winder is really a piece of machinery that is designed for convenience. This can be especially useful if the watch has more complications, like if it has a day-date complication, a sun and moon phase, a chronograph, all those things. The more complications a watch has, the more you have to set when you go to put it back on. Now, I'm just going to pause these a second so that I can show you the cushions. The cushions are basically very, very soft, super soft. The watches go on there very easily. I find that I can just close the watch up and then put it in. It's got a slight noise to it, but when this is closed, it is absolutely 100% silent. I can hear my fridge going here, but I can't hear this going at all. Very, very, very quiet indeed. This thing is a beautiful piece of furniture, as well as being a functional watch winder. They are $129.99 on Amazon, as I mentioned, and if you want to purchase one of these, I will leave a link in the description below this video, and I'll also leave again an affiliate link, so that if you do want to purchase one, you can use that affiliate link. It won't cost you any more, but it gives a little bit of a kickback to me from Amazon, so please do use that if you're thinking of purchasing this watch winder. Well, there you go, guys. There it is, a look at the Chiyoda watch winder and why I personally love watch winders. But again, it's kind of, you know, your own decision. People are on the fence. Some people love them, some people hate. I've been putting my watches on these for years and it keeps them wound when I'm not wearing them. It's easy to just take them off the watch winder, put them on the wrist and carry on with my day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you are not subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe link over there to the right of the screen, or if you're watching this on your mobile device, below this video. By the way, if you're watching the video this way on your phone, turn your phone this way and that subscribe button will magically appear. Also, consider leaving me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. It means the world to me, guys. And also leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to know anything you want to ask, whether it be about beer, watches, watch winders, automatic watches, quartz watches, my hat, my beard, whatever you want to ask me, please put those comments below. I respond to each and every single one of my subscribers and followers. All right, guys, well, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you again on Wednesday for another episode of Beer and Watches. Before you go, if you haven't seen it yet, click on that video right there. It's a good one. And click on the Beer and Watches logo right there to subscribe. Take care. We'll see you Wednesday. Bye for now.